Peace and power, peace and progression, peace, love, and light, family. I'm your brother JELAHI, and this is Creative Knowledge TV, where we love to debate knowledge, create knowledge, and show a reverent appreciation for knowledge. I want to thank you all for checking in and showing support. Trust me, I appreciate every bit, family. Today's creative topic will be me dissecting another one of the laws of the universe. This is the law of divine oneness, the first law that we all should naturally abide by. These are the laws that we all know exist, but no one likes to live by them anymore. We as a collective have to let go of man-made laws, which don't bring any justice, reciprocity, or peace to anyone. The law of divine oneness is the most prominent law because we have to realize where we are, who we are, and what we are here to do. Divine oneness entails that everything is connected. We are all creators. That's part of a creation. I would have to say that I would love for us to bring the laws of Ma'at back to this earth plane. Along my journey, I have realized that everything we do, say, think, trust, believe, or have faith in affects the entire universe. Funny thing about divine oneness is knowing that yes, I am one person, but then I am infinite energy. So as me being one person, I can only change my universe, which then will have to change the universal vibration or the creation. You all know I love dealing with the creative aspect of information. So diving deeper into the science of words, dealing with etymology, universe just means the foundation of all relating to one. Again, universe means the foundation of all relating to one. Uni equals relating to all formed into one. And verse just means the stage or foundation. And we all know foundations are sturdy and flat. Am I wrong? That's why the root word of unite is uni, because you and I have to create a foundation for you and I. You can create for you and I can create for I, but it still will exist in the universe or as a unit. We are the Most High having a human experience, family. We are souls having a physical experience. Okay, we are our energies. The Most High is really just the Most I, or the third eye. Everything in life is related to I, and if all the I's produced and pursued their gifts and created a legacy for I, it will better and raise the vibrations of this universe or the unit. I believe our ancestors before recorded history, back in her story, shout out Bro Sanchez for that, have balanced this earth plane before, and I know that we can do it again. We just have to balance our hearts first to balance the macro heart or earth. I want y'all to remember that earth is heart rearranged, and earth and heart have the root word art in it. This journey has showed me that we all were born with a unique art to manifest from our hearts. So I just want to drop a jewel and a positive, reinforcement statement by saying just let it show, family, and let's connect with one another to bring balance and peace back to this earth. I just want to give motivation and inspiration because we have to realize that this is not how life is supposed to be. I know we're living in reality, and I know, it's a system. It's going to take generations, but it has to start somewhere. The crazy thing about it is we see the oppressors have mastered this science. The people we work for daily, they mastered this science, family. They are one, or they are I's, but they came together as a collective to agree that they would rather hire people to work for them instead of working. So every decision is tailored around that choice. Same as the oppressors who oppress the masses. They all have one thing in common: generational wealth, and they want to hide the truths. It's greed and green. This is the war versus the haves versus the have-nots. No matter what color they are, they can all agree that they want to oppress, or they want green. Fuck black and white, they want the green. And nothing comes before that main objective. The division goes very deep. We have been separated into profusions of stigmas, stereotypes, and races, while they unite as one oppressor. You ask, and I will ask back, who are they? I just like to call them the capitalists. Again, the haves versus the have-nots. Getting back to the divine oneness, we have to be one with self, one with the Ramech or the human domain, and one with nature and the creation. I have learned and been meditating on the facts that only I can fix my problems. It's not what we can do, it's more of what I can do. And if all the eyes produce, if all the eyes build for self, it will show as the collective will get better, because if individuals make up the collective, you know what I mean? One makes up two. All you need is to go get one more, and then one more, and then one more. You know what I mean? So we have to keep passing this truth down. Trying to act as the collective will have some people standing around waiting for the next person to act first instead of building for self, then bringing your art to the table, or the Last Supper. That's what the Bible meant, bringing all of your arts together. With all that being said, family, let's just focus in on building a better life for self. I can only show you the door of truth. I can't make anyone walk through it. Everyone has a different perspective. I understand that. It's just that I refuse to accept things as they are, because my kids have to inherit this earth. This is a generational movement, so it has to start with someone, but I am affirming that it will start with me. Another fact on how we all are connected is through water and melanin, and I can't forget about the love, family. Melanin is the primordial source of life, because that is the darkness. Darkness is what creates the light. It is the background of all things. If you notice in a computer, unless it's one of those see-through joints, everything that gives life or function to the computer is working in that darkness. I like to make things as simple as possible. Melanin is the oil in the ground that the earth lives off of. And I believe that's why they constantly digging and going to war over these oil mines. At the most basic level, the elements which make up our bodies and every object in our physical world originated from the nuclear fusion reactions at the core of distant stars. A lot of master teachers, including Professor Phil Valentine, they stated that we come from stardust. I've been doing a lot of research on that. So I'll go deeper in that in different videos as well, and you can just go check their videos out. Of course, they can explain it better than I can. But in this context, it's no exaggeration to say that we all are direct descendants of stardust, right? So from a molecular perspective, everything and everyone within this universe is comprised of the same building blocks. This goes back to my point earlier that we all are the same. Some may be able to tap into higher consciousness levels and utilize melanin at a higher level than most or others, but that doesn't make us different. We all come from one source, which is darkness. Not black or white, but darkness. If we look at a flower garden, we see a numeration of colors, and some may be roses, lilies, tulips, etc. But they are still flowers. No matter what science names them, they all come from Earth, and they all have a unique purpose here. This is the ripple effect. The ripple effect is a perfect example of how our cosmos in the universe is set up or operated. The fact we all are connected suggests that the way we treat others is the way we treat ourselves. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Therein lies the origin of maxim, treat thy neighbor as thyself. So always try to send love, harmony, and gratitude out to the world and everyone in it. Doing so will return to you a life of greater abundance, family. Everything that exists, seen and unseen, are connected to each other, inseparable from each other to a field of divine oneness. divine all-knowing, the matrix, pure consciousness, or universal mind energy, sometimes also known as life force or God, if you want to call it God. But remember, God is just the guide. Everything is one. Everything consists of and exists as energy. Your subatomic particles aren't fixed. In fact, particles may be flowing into you and out of you right now. They can even be doing it from this video, the sky, the floor, your best friend, and your worst enemy. In other words, there's no separation. How would you behave if you really knew that you were not separate from life, your friends, your colleagues, and every being that has ever existed? How would you act? How would you behave? What would change, family? What would change if it was a perfect world? We have to understand what we want, family. It'll probably be different, but again, much peace to you all. I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is Creative Knowledge TV. I'm your brother JELAHI, breaking down the science of creative knowledge. Here, where we love to debate knowledge, create knowledge, and show an astounding appreciation for knowledge. Much peace and much love, family.